Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm Michelle, and today I thought I'd make a fun video of you know you're a homeschooler if or when. Now, of course, this is just generalizations. This is meant for fun. If you don't meet one of these categories or if you don't do one of these things, it doesn't mean you're not a homeschooler. It's just for fun. So if you're new here, I have 3 children, homeschooling my 2 oldest. This is our second year of homeschooling. And there are some interesting and quirky things I've noticed since starting homeschool. So I compiled a short list of you know you're a homeschooler if. So the first one is you know you're a homeschooler if at the playground your kids always want to take their socks and shoes off. I don't know why. We are in the middle of October and my 2 youngest tried to take their socks and shoes off at the playground when it was like 55 degrees. Something about being free outside, they just want to take their shoes off. I'm not sure why, but telltale sign that you're a homeschooler when you're running around the playground without shoes and socks on. Number 2 is you have a collection of either DK books. That's not even all of them, those are just the ones I found. You have a collection of Osborne books, or you have the infamous Julie Rothman collection. Spoiler alert, don't even like these. I bought them because everybody in homeschooling has them. But you will have one of those 3 categories of books within your home library. Number 3, you know you're a homeschooler if you have science experiments either on your counter, in your fridge, or in your freezer. Funny story with this, and kind of the inspiration for this video is another mom in our co-op texted me, hey, I have a pig heart in my freezer, I'm not gonna use it. It was originally for a science experiment. Is it something you'd be interested in? And I said, yes, that is such a homeschool thing, right? I assume the majority of people don't have animal organ parts like hearts in their freezer unless you're homeschooling or you have some concoction going in your fridge or on your countertop. You know you're a homeschooler if your younger homeschoolers know random, really detailed facts. It could be about dinosaurs or animals or the weather or science, whatever they're into. For example, my 5-year-old can recite 3 passages from Shakespeare just from listening to us do it, and that's pretty random for a 5-year-old to do. So I feel like there's definitely the younger siblings that gain a lot of knowledge from listening to their older siblings do their homeschool. Number 5, your children will role play historical events. So we've done ancient history in our homeschool. We did modern, and we did Middle Ages, and we're currently doing modern. So I will often see my 9 and 5-year-old kind of retelling or narrating certain historical events with their Barbies, or for example, when we were learning about ancient Egypt, my youngest, I walked past her room one day and she had all of her stuffed animals in a circle, and she was explaining them what mummification was, and poor baby Yoda was the one being mummified, and she was wrapping toilet paper around him, and she had little jars out to, store the organs and everything. And it's little things like that you know you're a homeschooler if your kids are role-playing historical events. Number 6, you know you're a homeschooler if you really embrace having a flexible schedule. It's one of the greatest things about homeschooling, but the majority of the time you will not make an appointment or go out of the house unless you have to during normal school hours. So, you could make an appointment for your kid at 10 a.m. at the doctor for a checkup, but you choose not to because you don't want to disrupt your rhythm. So most of the time, we will not take those early appointments, but in fact, do after school appointments and things like that. Number 7, you look forward to the start of public school because you will have playgrounds, museums, parks to yourself. You will not have these super crowded places. You can really run around and do what you want, and you look forward to the start of school every year for that. Number 8, kind of go with that. If you go to the grocery store or shopping or out doing stuff, or even to the park sometimes, you get weird looks during a typical public school day. People will even sometimes ask you, which goes to my number 9, you know you're a homeschooler, if you get questions from people. Specifically, they'll try to quiz your children because if you mention their homeschool, they want to, see if they actually know anything. So, for example, my 9-year-old has been asked for multiplication tables by a stranger just because we said we were homeschooled. Number 9 would be, you're a homeschooler if you ordered from Book Outlet or thrift books that had a pretty large haul. The next one would be if you're a homeschooler, if you are on a first name basis with the majority of the library staff at your local library. It's gotten to the point where not only do the staff know my name, my kids' names, their interests and all those things, but if I've ordered a book from another library, they don't even call me anymore. They just know I'll be there sometime during the week to pick it up because I'm at least at the library once a week. So you get to know your library staff very well. And the last one I'm going to share is, you're a homeschooler if your kids, like I said, know really intricate details on a topic, Shakespeare, science, math, but they forget really simple things. For example, at our co-op recently, we were talking about pumpkins, and the question was, when do pumpkins typically be harvested? And what month are we in? And out of 13 kids, it was just a bunch of blank faces. I'm sure most of them knew we were in October, but none of them said anything. But it's funny that they can have such deep thinking and intricate knowledge and all these different things, solar system, whatever it be, but then just simply forget what month we're in. So I would love for you to share in the comments down below you're a homeschooler if this or when this happens. As always, thank you for watching.